Ever wonder how to capture the magic of the ocean in your art? In this first part, I'll show you how to create stunning, realistic seashells from simple materials. It's easier than you think, and the results are so satisfying. Hello everyone, and welcome to BCC Arts Studio. I'm Billy. Today we're going to make some shells, some seashells. So I was playing around with seashells, of course, and it's a little difficult to drill through a seashell without the right bits. So I decided that I wanted to make my own, and I'm going to make them out of clay. So to get started, we are going to need some clay. I have white Primo from Sculpey. It is SCUPY, SCUPLY, SCULPY. I don't know. Anyway, you're going to need any type of little pointy tool. You can use a toothpick. I'm going to be using this. I'm going to also be using my shell, and I'm going to be using some metallic alcohol inks and my little shell-shaped cutters. So let's get started. So first off, we are going to color our ink, or color our clay with our ink. And I did a blue, green, and yellow. And then I did the pink and purple. And then I also did a silver. So I'm going to try to do a few different colors today. I kind of wanted to try the metallic gold, metallic brass, and the copper. So I want to try one of those first, and we'll see how it turns out. So I'm going to color my clay. First off, I'm going to start off with the copper. Shake your alcohol inks really well. You might want to have some paper towel handy just in case. And you're also probably going to need some metallic paint pens. I have a whole bunch in my shelf, and are just the ones that I used recently. I don't know if I'm going to like this color or not. I may have to put a little bit of yellow in there just to brighten it up. And I'm going to take my little pointer. I'm just going to move that around. Spread it out. And we're going to let that dry for about, 5-10 minutes. Let it air dry. While we are waiting for that one to air dry, let's do some purple, pink, and white. I'm going to spread these colors around first before I add the white. That's really cool looking. I need to shake that up really well because I haven't used it in a while. This one here is the pearl white metallic. Let's put some in here. And we're going to let that air dry for about 10 minutes. And then we will be back. Alright, so we're back. Now I want to take my alcohol and I'm going to stand back a little bit and just spritz both of these a couple times. And I'm going to take my paper towel and I'm going to dab this a bit just to take off a little bit of that color and also spread it around to the edges. And, well, until I'm happy with it, I'll keep spraying. Because it is a little dark, and I just don't want it to be that dark. You can wear gloves if you want to. I mean, I got some on my fingers already anyway, but not really liking the yellow. I might have to add some more color to that. I'm going to add some green. And for this side, I'm going to add some more of the Cardinal, which is kind of like a hot pink, a little more reddish, but not quite red. And I'm going to take my paper towel and try to dab it around a bit. I'm really not liking that golden yellow. Anyway, you do this to your liking colors. I'm just trying to get a color that I like. I don't too much purple I think I had, so just gonna add some more color. And let it dry. And over here, I think I might add some blue and some white. Maybe a little more green. Now, before it dries, I'm going to spritz it with my alcohol. And then I'm going to let that dry. Just dabbing some of that alcohol ink up because I don't want it to not spread, but I don't want it to keep spreading. Now that looks pretty neat. Alright, so we're going to let that dry for about 10 minutes and then we will be back. Okay, so we are back now. So these are dry enough anyway, and I'm going to take my shell. So I got a little bag of shells at the Dollar General. Cost me next to nothing to get the shells, and was talking with a friend about, you know, her and her husband go to Florida every year and they like to go to the secluded beaches and pick shells, and she was talking about making earrings and stuff out of them, and I tried drilling through these and it's not easy to drill through. I need stronger bits, probably some diamond bits to do it through shells, but I figured this would be the easy way to do it. So I'm going to take my shell. It has this pattern on it, and I'm going to just place it on here and use it for the impression of it, and just give it a nice press. And it gives it this impression. Let's see if I can bring that up to you. And we're going to do one over here. Just press, give it a good press, and just roll it, and holding it in the middle so you're not moving it around. So I'm going to do that a few times with both of these shells. This one's a broken one, but let's see. Alright, for now, I'm just going to get my cutters out. So I have all three of these cutters, and I'm going to use this one and this one first. And I like to grab some of the lines and then some of the knot areas that don't have the lines. And sorry if my head gets in the way, but I need to line this up. And just press it down and cut it out. Gotta get my head in there to line it up right. I'm just setting those off to the side for now so I can move these. And so I'm going to be placing them on this little tray that I have here. I got this from Sculpey. There it says Sculpey, S-C-U-L-P-E-Y. That's how you spell it. So I'm going to take my blade and I'm just going to pick that up off the table and I'm going to place it on. So we're going to place it on here, and I just start from the middle down here, but I need to get those bits of fluff off the sides there. And just going to place it on there and press it down until it stays. And it gives it that nice little curve to it. And each one of these will give it a different roundedness. I mean, one's, you know, they're bigger and smaller. And I'm just pressing it down. And then I'm going to take my little pointed tool here, and I'm going to just give that a little more impression. All right, and then grab these two. I'm going to put you here. This will give it a little less of a rounded area, but and this can be placed in the oven when you're ready to place it in there. And they will pop right off of there really easy. The bigger shell has a wider gap than the smaller one does between the lines here. Okay, and then them can be placed in the oven. But before I do that, I want to grab a few smaller ones. I'm going to bring these back over here. Just turn these around. And I'm going to use the small shell, but I need my alcohol. I got to wash that off. Okay, so I'm going to take my shell here, and let's see. Make a couple more patterns. I like the effect of the smaller one than I do the bigger one. I don't know why, but it just looks better. Okay, now I'm going to take my smaller cutter. I'm going to line these up and just cut some small ones out of there. So the thickness of my clay was conditioned at setting 0. So that is the thickest setting on my pasta machine. In case I forgot to say that in the beginning. Right, so this is what we have. And we're going to put that in the oven for 30 minutes. While we are waiting for the clay to bake, we are going to make some with our scrap clay. So I'm going to cut up my scrap clay here. And we're just going to layer it. And then we're going to cut it in half again and layer it. And again, and layer it with the color side up. And we're just going to smush that together. This is the end of part 1. Next week I will be showing you the baked results and some sanding tips and the dipping tips. And we will see the final results in part 2. Thank you for watching and happy pouring.